And if there's a reason DeWalt won't return my phone calls or my request to be an affiliate, this is it right here. What's going on, everybody? Chad, Adler Farms. Mr. T. Reverse order today. Everyone's already fed. Task at hand, expanding Smokey's pen. But first, there's some turkey eggs in there. You guys are coming with me. Some people said I should turn you loose in there with Mr. T. Problem is, I think there'd be a pile of feathers and fur when it's all said and done. All right, big boy. I think I figured out the problem. You're a black Spanish turkey. So, silencio, por favor. I think that means silence, please. See, that's all I need. I appreciate you. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. I gotta put this back. See? Is that so hard? All right, compadre. Hasta luego. Does that see you later? Adios, amigos. Some of y'all been saying, hey, he's only white. He's not mad. Dude, there ain't nothing white about that snood right now. He's red and mad as a hornet. Thanks for the backup. My egg stash spot. How many is that? So, I just put like 5 or 6 eggs in my pocket. I don't know how many, but Smokey gets Spicy's egg every morning, which is our French cuckoo Moran. And then this light pink one belongs to our Rhode Island Red. And then all the blue ones, there's 2 more in my pocket. All the blue ones are always fertile because they're with Magneto. So it's cream leg bar and Gray, which is like an Americana. I mean, her name's Gray, but she's an Americana. We're gonna eat these eggs because I still have 11 in the incubator with like 5 days left. Today's Wednesday, the 31st. Yep. So by, what would that be? 5 days left? By Saturday or Sunday, we can have baby chicks. That's the good news, but I'll leave these for Grandma and Grandpa because I got like, I don't know, 18 or 19 eggs in my refrigerator. Whoop, those are the turkey eggs. We don't want to leave those. There we go. Is that all of them? Yep. We'll put these in my truck to throw in the incubator, which I got something really cool to show you guys later in the video for hatching turkey eggs. You've never seen anything like it before. Ish. But trust me, it's worth waiting, worth sticking around for. So let's put these in here. I just heard a dog from the wrong direction of Smokey. Interesting. We need a grinder with a cutting wheel and, am I recording? Man, that'd be frustrating. Let's see, am I gonna start? No, I'm not gonna start here. I'm gonna start over at the turkey pen. I'll show you why here in a second. This is where the end of one roll ends. The end of one roll ends. But what we wanna do is come off of Smokey's pen and basically just use every single bit of fence. So I'll even clear a path as I go. I bet you it comes right through here somewhere because Grandpa kind of walked it off. So we will be able to see how much of this, like we want to maximize it. I don't want to just run the fences until they meet. Like if we can push it that way a little bit and just clear a few trees, but gain, you know, 100, 200 more square feet, that's what we'll do. So, is he crow? I think he and Mr. T are having a crow off, gobble off. That sounded like it almost needed to be censored. That's what I mean. We're gonna disconnect that right there and come all the way around here. Back to where we just were. We'll go around that. Probably chop that tree in half. With an electric chainsaw, mind you. And over there, there's a 4-foot man gate that some of you were kind of, maybe it's 6 foot. I think it's 6 foot. But there's a 6 foot man gate. Some of you were concerned that like Smokey or an animal could get through, in or out. And you're absolutely right, but we're gonna zip tie welded wire to it and probably lock it shut because I don't want anybody using that gate over there. If we lock it, we can always get a 4-wheeler in and out if we need to, but right here we just want our little pallet gates. So they're pretty efficient. So let's get that roll of wire. And I am absolutely gonna throw on a beanie because woke up this morning and it was 43 degrees, 70 yesterday. When I was out here in the morning, it was like 60, 65. It warmed up, it almost made it to 70, I should say. And then by noon, it was like 55 degrees. After being 75 the day before, and we woke up this morning to a freeze warning and 43 degree temps. I'm over it. Oh, and I wanted to take the time to tell everybody that commented on the last video, if I heart and like it, I read it, okay? If I do anything to it, heart or like, whatever. I try to do them all, but when you edit it, it takes the heart away. Like it kind of, this is off subject, but it's to protect the creator. If I heart something, you guys can always edit it later. Well, you could edit it to say, Chad has an ugly beard. And then we all know that's not true, it's glorious. Obviously I wouldn't heart that. Actually I would, I'd think it's funny. But anyway, I read every single comment. I take them all under advice. And then I message a few YouTubers and friends that have livestock guardian dogs, Kevin being a main one from Hidden Heights. And that's the way we lean first. Kevin was saying a couple goats wouldn't hurt, definitely expand the pen, and then just get more chickens. So she has, I know it sounds counterintuitive or counterproductive, but she needs more of a job. She needs like a bigger area to roam, especially the bigger she's gotten. I think that's why we didn't have a problem at first, is because she was so small that the area felt huge to her. Well, now she's 60, 70 pounds and 8 months old, and she's ginormous. Anyway, let's quit jibber jabbing. Let's run and roll some fence. It's gonna be heavy, but I like hard work. And it's not too cold. I actually kind of prefer it. Let me show you something here. So we rolled this out and it's not very taut. So we'll come back here in a little bit and we'll kick this out and we'll put a T-post right there, which it's not gonna stay because there's no T-post. But you can see how it makes it more tight. And then we zip tie to the trees. I'm only doing the top right now because this is gonna shift as I take it further on out. And the reason we don't wrap around the trees is the chances of somebody leaning from this side of the fence in are very slim. They're probably not welcome if they do, because we're not gonna do it, we know better. But Smokey jumping up and putting her feet on this is highly more likely. So we want her, when she's doing that, to be pressing up against the trees, up against the rebar, that kind of thing. That's what you do with fences, whether you're doing what I'm doing or not. Now, obviously there's exceptions, because if you have a cross fence, like let's say that, I don't know, let's say I get a wild hare and next week I want to run fence that way. Well, this is going to be a cross fence, and at some point, something's going to be leaning on the fence on one side of the tree or the T-post. So just the nature of it, but that's why we do that. And if there's a reason DeWalt won't return my phone calls or my request to be an affiliate, this is it right here. Ears and eyes, boys and girls. Ears and eyes. I can neither confirm nor deny that no hernias were made clearing that path. What else are you gonna do today? And by the way, that saw, I'd match that up against anything. Look at this. I mean, look at that. I wear a 2X glove. That's about spot on. So a little bit bigger than a basketball. Whoop. Like butter. And my dad also sharpened that blade, so it'll rip right now. But the RPMs on those DeWalts, I've had the steel and the Echo in my hands, and when you pull the trigger on that DeWalt, it's going. It's just immediately going. But if you get any bigger than that, just get a gas-powered one for the safety of it, because if you don't know what you're doing, that electric saw will hit a pinch point quicker than a gas saw will, because the gas saw just right through it, whereas the electric saw, you gotta rock it a little bit, you gotta kind of take your time. So if you don't know what you're doing, just get a gas powered, especially for something like that big. But honestly, if you don't know what you're doing, I don't know that I would cut something that big. I'd hire somebody. So anyway, learned a lot from my dad, and I got a lot of trigger time with my saw. We've got goodness, you guys have seen, he's got tons of saws, steels. We got an old blue one. I don't even know what the brand is, but we call it Big Bertha. It's a massive saw. If you want any of my DeWalt tools, they're linked down below. Yes, I probably own more than I need, but I still want more. So I'm not sure where I left you guys, because I called Dad and we figured some things out. But I've got this, where's it at? Don't throw up on me. I've got this gap right here, which I mentioned is about 15 feet. But I've got a spare piece right here that's probably 10 feet at least. And then there's another 8-foot piece over there. So I'm not going to use the cattle panels, because cattle panels, anything could just run right through it. Possum, raccoons will climb. Possums can climb, I know, but possum just walk right through it. So could a raccoon, so could a chicken for that matter. So we want to keep this horse fence consistent all the way around. The welded wire we're going to use over there where the man gate is. And let me go show you that real quick. So what we're going to do, since we're not going to use that, I say man gate, it's a 6-foot gate. But since we're not going to use that very much, I'm actually just going to nail that welded wire to, low branch, need to take care of that one. I'm actually just going to nail that welded wire. So this is what we did the other day. That's already done. It's already completed. Mom and Dad's property line is that, don't zoom in on my finger, orange flag right there. So we stayed a little bit this side of it, just in case we don't ever have access to this property or we don't own it or something like that. But anyway, don't lease it, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take that welded wire and just go from post to post, cover that up completely, because we can just put half a dozen staples in that pole right there and it'll be just fine. But this is the other side of, this is the next run. This is what I'm gonna do with Dad tomorrow, which you guys will see on Saturday. You're actually watching. No, I'm not. Whoop. Smokey saw that hawk. I wondered when she'd see it. But you guys will see this video on Thursday, but you'll see us running this on Saturday. The reason I can't do it solo is once we undo that, Smokey's free to roam, which is fine, but we'll have an exposed 150 feet, which I don't think she would take off. I want to set the boundaries. I want to set the boundaries while we're here. I don't think it's wise to just open it up, see what happens, especially that open, because the 1 or 2 times, we've never done it on camera, but the 1, 2, maybe 3 times we've let her out on her own, she runs around really, really nervously. So I don't want to do that without Dad here, because once I open it, I've got to run 150 feet. I'm sorry, I got to run 100 feet of fence. If I could just open it and hang out with Smokey, I'd do it. But there's going to be a huge gap that I've got to try and fence off. And the trees are not as friendly to where my fence line is coming down this row. So I'm not just going to be able to zip tie the trees and move on to the next one. I'm going to have to pound probably 10 T-posts, which is no big deal. But I also have to pull them from where the fence currently is. So we've saved the hardest part for last, but I've also saved it to do it like teamwork with Dad. That's the wisest and smartest way to do it. Pretty stinking excited. There's also these old, let's see what these are. I may set some of these up. Let me show you guys. They used to have a dairy cow, but let me backtrack a second. Here's the fence we got to remove. And there's T-posts, probably 10 of them. That gate right there, see that pallet? Whoop. There you go. That's gonna run, that's the run I'm talking about doing with Dad that you guys will see Saturday. Back to the dairy cow. See those right there? They're pretty sturdy. They're really old. They're actually like 8 feet long and 4 feet tall, but they're even tacked together with some old school looking nails. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to put them up between some of the trees out here just for the chickens to sit on and roost on and things like that. So our guineas, I put the guineas in our chicken pen, like the one that's covered and enclosed. I put the guineas in there and they're already gone because they could slip through the welded wire. But I've already seen all 3 of them. Right, yeah, it's probably more over here. I've already seen all 3 of them. So that's pretty cool. That's what they do. So you raise them till they're feathered out and then you're free. That's that. If you remember earlier in the episode, I told you guys that I had something to show you about the turkeys. Here in a few hours, you'll see what I'm talking about. But it's pretty cool. I'm really excited about it. I found this person on Instagram. I think it's awesome. I don't want to spoil it, but see y'all in a few. What's up, guys? It's late. Case is, time is it? Case is definitely awake, but he was too busy, so when we sign off, I'm gonna go in his room and interrupt him, but he was playing Xbox. But Adler's asleep. Shh, okay. So here's what I'm gonna show you. Is really, 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 really cool. Okay? On multiple levels, cool. This is one of the most popular incubators sold last year. Okay? Thousands and thousands and thousands of units. It's the Nurture 360, Nurture Right 360. Okay? Tractor Supply, Amazon, they're just awesome. It's what I like to call a set it and forget it. Okay? You can change it. You know, I've been doing 21 days because these are these are chicks. But if you have turkeys or ducks, you just press and hold this, adjust the date, adjust the countdown date. You can do a motor test. okay? But the only downside is your bigger eggs, like turkeys and ducks, they don't all fit. And I don't want to show you exactly what's going on. I only want to open this here real quick. But if I were to put this turkey egg, and I apologize, I'm not going to open it because I don't want to let anything out longer than I have to. If I were to put this turkey egg in one of those little slots right there, it will really have a hard time turning, especially if you load it up with, oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 eggs, 18 technically, okay? It's gonna have a really hard time turning. So, this cool little contraption here is actually 3D printed for turkey and duck eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now never fear, because I have another incubator over here, okay? And I've already got it warming up. Stay with me here. For most people, you're not gonna have, you know, a breeding pair of turkeys like I do, or for this case, I've got 3 hens. So I'm getting at least 2 eggs every other day of turkey. Okay, so I've got to have a bigger incubator. But this one, this is the one that sold like crazy last year on Amazon, eBay, Tractor Supply. You can't get them in stock. I'll link them down below where I got mine. Hopefully they have them in stock. But this is so cool because, does this say her name? I don't think it does. Her name is Marissa Smith, okay? She's an IT nerd, just like me. We had no idea before we exchanged greetings that we're both nerds and both used to work in IT or still work in IT or whatever. But this young lady actually saw a need for this, a 3D printed turkey and duck rack for the Nursery 360. She started with one 3D printer, okay? And she was just making these as a side gig, selling them on Etsy. That's where I found her. I messaged her the other day and she's up to 6 3D printers, printing these things out like crazy because she also does it for quail, okay? I've hatched quail in here. I actually had 4 dozen quail egg in here. And with the turner, they never turned, never. They basically, you stack them so thick that they can't turn. And then you just end up doing it by hand. Well, dude, let me tell you something about turning eggs by hand. No, ain't got my time. Nobody got time for that. When I saw it and I found her on Etsy, I was like, I gotta show this off. So this is not a paid advertisement. This is not a paid endorsement. All she asked is that I paid shipping, and she sent me one to be showcased in this video, but I don't make a dime, okay? They're extremely affordable, especially for what you're getting. I think they're at most like 30 bucks, okay, plus shipping. But definitely go check her out. She's got an Instagram. I'm gonna put that down below too. Go say hi to her. She saw a need. Like I said, she was in IT. This is a crazy story, okay? She was a software developer, I believe, and actually left that job because this, it's nuts. This is doing so well, okay? Now it comes with, where are they at? It comes in 3 pieces for shipping purposes and printing purposes, but then you get these little clips and you clip it together. It says you can super glue them too, but I'm just gonna use the clips. But they also come in different colors. I think they're color coordinated according to the eggs, that like the size that they fit. But imagine being able to do quail, duck, turkey, goose. This is a duck and turkey one. I guarantee that would accommodate a goose egg. But anyway, super, super cool. So I'm going to, because these only have 5 days left. Actually, it's only 4. I'm gonna move these. Is that broke? Oh no. Goodness. Just a little white doo-doo. I guess white's actually pee. Do you guys know that? In duck and chicken and turkey and all that, the white is pee because they don't pee. It's white. It's weird. I learned it on Cog Hill and Brook. I learn something new every day. I'm gonna move these over to the other incubator and then put some of my turkey eggs in here and load it up so you guys can see what it looks like. All right, check it out. That's so cool. I know you guys think I'm just whatever for this, but trust me, that's cool. And don't tell me I should have cleaned it before putting these in. Nothing's hatched, it's been cleaned, blah, 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 okay? They'll be fine, trust me. Okay. Look at that. Okay, ready? Here's the test. Cool. Let's do it again. Sweet. So I know some of y'all that don't hatch are probably like, dude, why is that such a big deal? Well, it is, because now you can buy one incubator, because the chances are, unless you're a bigger operation, like, I mean, here's the deal. This is the at-home incubator, okay? It's not a commercial incubator or nothing like that. It's not a cabinet. This is for the at-home, but the at-home incubator, the one that's so popular, could only do chicken eggs safely and effectively, okay? I think fertility rates drop dramatically when people try to do other eggs in this incubator. So this is a game changer. It's pretty cool. What I like, I'm very passionate about entrepreneurship, small business owners. You know, I still do a couple of career days here in our local schools. You know, I just go speak to kids about starting their own business, junior high kids, helping them choose a career path. And I love this kind of stuff. I love it. I eat it up. I eat it up. I love it. That's why I'm excited about this. So go follow Marissa and family, okay? Go follow Marissa and family on Instagram. I'll link Etsy down below, all the good stuff. I'll message her and find out everything, you know, every contact she has or whatever. I'll put it down below so you guys can find her. And yeah, so pretty cool. Now, I know there are, I don't want to say there's shipping delays, but if you get on Etsy, okay, and you see that there's one in stock, a quail one, I think they've even got like more efficient chicken turners, or if you break your chicken turner, she's got replacements. But little clips, the little white clips, they worked out perfectly. They, you know, she 3D prints them. It's all a puzzle. They all fit together. But yeah, I'm pleased. I have no complaints. I'm probably gonna hop on there and order a quail one. And I don't even have any quail. I don't want any quail. But I like hatching things. I need one for an ostrich egg. What's up?
What's up?
Y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Don't make it weird.
God bless. Deuces.
Deuces.